Good morning, everybody. Irish Prepper 2A here, and I just want to do a real quick video on something that just happened to me yesterday uh, regarding some of the prepping that I do. And some of you may already know about this, and I made this mistake, and I'm doing this video so that hopefully somebody else doesn't make the same mistake I did. Uh, you all know I did the bug out bin and stuff like that. That's easy. That's the easy stuff. It's very easy to keep track of that. The thing I neglected to keep track of was what I had in cold storage, my freezer, and some of the things that I had in there. And you would not believe the resources that I just had to throw away because they went bad and were unpalatable, not even good. And I had listed on there what they were. What I neglected to do was dates. I didn't date it. So there was significant freezer burn. I didn't package everything right. Maybe it's time for me to reinvest in a vacuum sealer. I used to have one, got rid of it a while back for different reasons. But yeah, I can't stress that enough, is to not only keep track of, your bug out SHTF supplies, but also the stuff that you keep in your pantries and in your freezers. And when I look back on how I made that mistake, it was in there, and I just never just neglected to look at it, use it, and make sure it didn't go to waste. So yeah, that was a lesson learned. I mean, thank God it wasn't a whole lot, money wise. Supply wise, yeah, it was a lot, and I'm kicking myself in the tail right now for it. The other thing that I came up with is, not only am I going to start putting whatever it is and the date that it was put in the freezer or wherever else, but I'm also gonna keep a logbook and write down so that I have quick reference that I can go back and just, look through my book and just see when I put things in, what I put in, what the product was, what I made, and the date that I put it in there, so that I don't ever have this happen again. So that's just my 2 cents for a bad scenario that I just went through. And if you're a new prepper, this is probably going to help you. A lot of you probably already do this, so I'm just preaching to the choir. There's way many more people out there that are far more advanced than I am when it comes to prepping and stocking up those inside freezers, bins, pantries, wherever you stock your supplies. But if you're not already doing it, I implore you and I strongly advise, keep track. Keep track of the little things, because in the end, they become extremely important. As we always talk about, first we're going to bug in, we're going to bug around, then we're going to bug out. And to me, the bug out situation, I mean, that's like the fun stuff. That's the, oh my God, the zombies are here. No kidding, the zombies are here. I'm a big fan. Anyway, off track. Oh my God, that's the fun stuff. That kind of like gets the adrenaline pumping. It's yeah, I'm prepared. But you neglected to take care of your first-hand, frontline priorities, and ultimately you lose. And it's just waste. It comes a time when If you're not keeping track, are you a prepper or are you a hoarder? Let that sink in for a minute. Are you just, hoarding items, and it gets to the point that you don't even know what you have. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I wasn't like that, but yeah, it got to the point that I forgot what I had, and I was created it double. So, word to the wise: mark your items, date them, and keep a journal, quick reference, so that you don't have to go into your freezer and be, my hands were numb by the time I was done getting through this, just with the things that I had to grab. And if I had had something like this with a log and a date, I would have been fine. So, word to the not so wise: learn from my mistakes and please don't repeat them. Anyway, I will be doing another video coming up probably tomorrow about that MRE that I talked about, the essentially poor man MRE. We're going to get that going tomorrow, and I hope you enjoyed this and you gleaned just a tiniest little bit of information out of it. All right, guys, if you haven't checked them out already, Blood Moon Survivors Guild on Discord, check them out. Great group of people, more topics than you ever want to dream about that are being discussed, and you can learn a lot. I know I certainly have. Irish Prepper taking off. Have a blessed day.